quality of sleep. You can choose from locally made or famous national brands at Mermaid Mattress, where you'll find a better mattress at a better price, guaranteed.
Mostly sunny skies today. It'll be warm in the mid-60s by noon and then mid-70s for your afternoon highs. Clouds will increase this evening, becoming partly to mostly cloudy during the overnight hours and not quite as cold. Those low temperatures just in the mid-50s. I'm meteorologist Allison Pryor for the Channel 3 Storm Alert Team.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Hiwassee Chase Air Systems, offering 24-hour service with 100% satisfaction guarantee, doing things the right way for over 60 years. Call them at 423-472-4569 or visit HiwasseeChaseAirSystems.com.
All right, Mix 104.1 WCLE on a Wednesday. Thanks so much for tuning in on the radio and also here live on Mix TV this afternoon. So we'll welcome in our Facebook family on Mix TV, and you can check everything out, of course, on mixtv.tv. We're here to talk about a birthday. Somebody's having a birthday, and you may ask who it is. Well, it's Family Promise of Bradley County. They're having a 10th birthday celebration, and to tell us all about Family Promise and this 10th celebration, it's a person that would know all about those things. It's Eva Vanhook with Family Promise. Eva, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Man, I'm doing really good on a Wednesday afternoon. The weather's still cooperating. Beautiful day out there. And but you know what? It's time to talk about a birthday, isn't it?
I know. We are getting excited. We're getting excited. It is our 10th year birthday party, or birthday this year. And we're so excited to partnership that birthday up with Family Promise Week that is going on all next week as well. So we'll be highlighting some videos, got some great content coming to all of our social media followers and our email followers as well. Well,
let's kind of start, you don't get to 10 years without having the beginning. Tell us about the beginning and tell us what Family Promise is all about, and tell us why you exist.
Family Promise is an organization that works with children and their families going through homeless transitions. And so we have really placed ourselves side by side with families who are walking through some difficult situations, needing to get back into a home. We have since expanded our services a little bit, and we offer a rent and mortgage assistance program, which has helped countless individuals in our community over the past 3 years. And has really been able to step in and prevent the trauma of homelessness for families in our community.
And that's, that's something that unless you are going through something like that, you don't realize the tragedy and just the stress and everything that probably puts on these individuals.
The amount of loss, you don't think about it. I had a psychiatrist told me who did groups for us several years ago. She said, if you lose a home, that's a trauma. It's like losing a family member. And so you really have to go through and process that loss and think about it and really put it to bed in healthy ways. And so we strive to help our families overcome that, walk through that difficult time, but then come out stronger.
I'm just going to go ahead and do this so I don't forget. Chuck Evans is saying, hey, remind Eva, that we are doing that fundraiser at Wesley Memorial next week.
Yes, that is right. Yeah. Wesley's Wednesday, their Wednesday meal, and I believe Chuck's going to actually be cooking it, that's funny. Hi, Chuck. But yeah, we will. That's another one of our opportunities to get involved and support Family Promise throughout our Family Promise Week next week.
So lots of things going on next week with Family Promise Week, and one of those, Chuck Evans, is he's wanting to make sure we get this out there, so we definitely will mention it again. It's a fundraiser at Wesley Memorial, and that is going to help benefit Family Promise. So I guess it's going to be a meal type situation. Is that right?
That is a meal, and I believe it's $8 per meal, and it's prepackaged. You get a to-go box to go. You can eat in the gym, or you can take it home with you. We are serving, I believe, Subway sandwiches. I'm so excited. One of the families that has been through our program, we've really been working on her. She wants to give back to the organization and get more involved, and so she's actually making the potato salad for everybody that night. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, T is a great mama and a great lady to have on your side. So we're excited to give her that opportunity to give back.
All right, so again, we're talking about the 10th birthday celebration for Family Promise. Eva Vanhook is here talking about that. And we mentioned one of the things there with Wesley Memorial and the dinner. What are some of the other things next week that we may hear some other information about?
So the birthday party itself will be Sunday from 2 to 4 at First United Methodist Church.
Is that this Sunday or
That
next?
is this Sunday.
This Sunday, okay.
Yes. So we're super excited. We're going to have some of our families out there. We've got a clown coming. We've got some entertainment, some fall festivity type things happening. You know, and we really want to just give people the opportunity to stop by, maybe see somebody they've worked with before in the past. Our volunteers love, you know, getting reconnected to those
Sure.
families that they sat with and listened to their stories. So just an opportunity for everybody that's worked with us in the past, or if you don't know anything about it, come on out, and we'll have plenty of people to talk to about Family Promise.
And that's coming up this Sunday.
That is this Sunday, yes.
2 to 4?
2 to 4 p.m.
Okay, so there you go. That's the first opportunity. Then there's going to be some other things, I guess, rolling through the week next week.
Absolutely. We've got videos coming out, some social media stuff. Wesley, of course.
On Wednesday,
on
yeah.
Wednesday. And
Yeah, Chuck
so-
said we can't forget that.
Can't forget that.
he wanted to make sure we remind our listeners, and he said, make sure you tell Eva that I said hi.
He's great.
Yeah, he is great. I mean, Chuck is a person that if I'm having a bad day, for some reason, he'll just text me and say, hey, Dwayne, I hope you're having a good day, or Dwayne, hope this day's been good for you, or something like that. He's just that kind of guy. Just always knows when to give you a little pep talk there, even if it's in a text message. So, again, we're talking about Family Promise and their 10th birthday celebration that will begin on Sunday, this Sunday, 2 to 4 at First United Methodist Church, and we hope that people will be a part of that. What else, Eva, do we need to know about this celebration, or anything else that you wanted to come and talk to our listeners about today?
So Family Promise, this is our 10th year. We've done a lot of work, and I just wanted to share some of the statistics that we've been breaking down at the office. So in our shelter program, we've worked with over 69 families. That's 145 children have been in our program, receiving services from those churches that are so good to us and taking care of them. We've provided through that 14,000 nights of beds and meals,
Wow.
and so that's quite a bit. But one thing, going back through, looking at the families that have gone through our program, one thing that really jumps out at me is that we overwhelmingly serve single-parent families. So 70% of the families that we serve are headed up by a single parent. Most of those are single moms, but we have had a few single dad families come out, and that is a really tough place to be as a single parent. If you are forced to go into a shelter, you may have to be forced with the decision of, having to leave your kid or be separated from your child. And that's not what we're about. We are all about the family, keeping our families together, keeping that support structure together, and helping to develop those supports and resources further so that families can achieve their goal of affordable housing. And so I really want, when people talk about homeless people, a lot of times it's in negative light, but I really want people to understand that the families that we work with, a lot of them, it's just one mom or one dad taking care of a couple of kids. And when you have to be everything to your child, emotional support, financial support, all of that's very draining, both emotionally and financially. So I like to point that out, that a lot of the families that we work with are just, strapped and just on the onset of just having that one adult in the household.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that you were talking there, and I was sitting here really digesting what you were saying, and you just think about someone being at probably the lowest point in their life. Mm-hmm. They have no place that they can call home, no place that they're going to be able to go lay down tonight,
right?
For that, and then they've got to worry about for them, they've got to make a tough decision. Sometimes in the past, it may be if Family Promise wasn't there, that they'd have to say, well, for the benefit of my child, I should let them go to a different place than I'm going to be at, because I don't want them to be without shelter tonight as well. And that just creates, I just couldn't imagine And there's people right here in Bradley County, and you're telling us that based on your statistics, that go through this, that Family Promise has helped keep those units together and help them get to where they can start building back up. You know, you got, when you hit rock bottom, when you're there and rock bottom has come to you, you've got to have something that pulls your bootstraps up and makes you say, I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to start over. I'm going to climb out of this. And sometimes it takes just an organization like Family Promise to do that. So it's not just about a night or two or whatever that they're coming to when they first come to you. It's about helping them build back up, build some self-esteem, knowing that there is someone in this community that actually cares about them.
Absolutely.
That is going to give them the strength to be able to get back to affordable housing, keep the family together, and be able to do what we all want to do, which is have a place to sleep, keep our family together, eat, just the necessities of life.
Absolutely.
We're not talking about going above and beyond.
Right.
We're just talking about a place to call home.
Right, right.
So, you know, sometimes you just kind of got to sit still, like I am right now, and just kind of digest what you're saying. And that just kind of hit me when you were talking there.
You know, it's so hard. It's so hard. So then the last 3 years, we've really focused on preventing that from happening. We really felt like, well, in our community, there's a lot of complex issues. One of those is that we just don't have a whole lot of affordable housing stock available. So there's quite a bit of competition on getting into affordable housing. And I totally
lost.
where I was going with that.
And so you got to be aggressive when those things become available to be able to secure those when these circumstances are there to be able to help these folks out.
And a lot of times it just takes that person standing alongside you saying, you know, you've got this, you can do this. Because, you know, our families they're beaten down so low to the ground that they just sometimes cannot see the light.
Right. It never just seems like there's going to be an end to that trauma. I mean, look at it, you can call it trauma, you can call it whatever you want to for that word, but it is it's life-changing for people. And I would think, too, as we continue to have this conversation about Family Promise, that when you look at it in a longer scope, it's going to break a cycle, because if kids that are growing up in that and they think that's the norm, meaning being on the streets and here, there, and yonder all the time, then that's the way that they grow up thinking that's just the way that it is, for one. So when you're doing things like this in your community, you're breaking a cycle. And then for two, you're bettering your community because you're able to be able to do things that's going to help crime or whatever else. I mean, because let's face it, there's going to be a time where if your child's not going to eat, unfortunately, you may be turned to things, or whether it's drugs or whatever, to kind of relieve whatever you're feeling at that time.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it really takes that interaction between a compassionate person. So many of our volunteers, spent so many nights sitting down with families listening to their stories. And that's just so important, to know that somebody's there with you, walking with you, and somebody's there to support you and just to cheer you on. Yep. So that is really important, and I'm so excited to be a part of this in our community. Working with Family Promise and working with other agencies out in the community, we all, for the most part, are really work together well and send clients from one agency to another. Yep. So we're really, really blessed to be in a great community.
That's it. All right, so let's talk about, again, we've got this big celebration coming up for all the hard work that Family Promise does. It's a 10th birthday celebration this Sunday, 2 to 4 at First United Methodist Church. We don't want to forget about Wesley Memorial doing the big dinner on Wednesday that Chuck Evans has been telling us about. And for more information about how people can get involved, whether it's a volunteer basis, making those financial donations that help you do what you do, where is the location to go for that? So
you can find almost everything that we do on our website at www.familypromisebradleytn.org. It's got a list of all of our programs that we've got. You can contact us if you're in need. There's a way to contact us there. And if you're wanting to learn more about the organization and how you can get involved, there's ways to contact us. You can also call us at the office. The number is 423-650-4106. We help in all kinds of ways. If you've got a question regarding homelessness or housing, we get all kinds of housing calls. Hey, can you help me find a house?
Right.
Well, sort of. So give us a call and ask us your question. We'd love to get connected.
Well, congratulations on 10 years there with Family Promise and what they've done in our community, helping change lives and doing the things that you do day in, day out. I'm sure it's not an easy job. It's not something but I guess the reward is just seeing those people that come through the other side.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely. It's like making our potato salad for us for our Wednesday night meal.
Absolutely. Well, Eva, thanks so much for coming in. You got to come back and let us know how everything turns out.
All right. Thank you so much, Dwayne.
All right. We're going to get you to the top of the hour right now. Fox News and local news coming up here on Mix 104.1. Stay right here with us.